the men's tennis portion of Media Day. Men's tennis is off to a 3-2 start, and they will have their home opener this weekend against Charlotte Friday at 4 o'clock. Head coach Jeff Zinn is joined by Christian Lakoseljac. Christian was awarded Big Ten Player of the Week last week after clinching the win for his team at the Jerry Simmons Invitational down in LSU. Coach, you can start with an opening statement, and then we'll open it to questions.
All right, well, thank you. Thank you for having us here, and I wanted to bring Christian along because he's been so integral to our success and the future of our team, and also Big Ten Player of the Week. That's a great honor. So fire away.
So tough weekend for you guys against two NCAA tournament teams the past year. So how were the challenges faced in those matches beneficial for the team?
Well, you look at both teams, especially on the road, and you alluded to it. They're both NCAA teams from last year. Both Harvard and Vanderbilt brought back all their players, so we knew it was going to be a tough match, both matches, and I purposely did that because I want our guys to know the level of play we have to play at every weekend. Our schedule's loaded this year, and it should be loaded because we have a veteran team, we have Christian, we have Constant, we have veteran leadership. So if there's going to be a big year for us, this is the year. So you want to try to get as many quality teams on the schedule that you can. And Harvard and Vanderbilt are both in my estimation, extremely quality teams.
Looking into this weekend, of course, Charlotte, and then you guys have to go on the road on Sunday as well. It's a quick turnover. Of course, Christian, you guys have been there, done that with Big Ten play, Friday, Sunday stuff. But then also it's the first of the season. How are you guys kind of like adjust to that in terms of just getting your fitness level in and also preparing, maybe some like lineup moving around, because like that happened throughout the past weeks when you guys have to play close schedules?
I'll let Christian answer that one.
I think it's good that we're going to play a home match on Friday for a change instead of we've been playing away the past couple of weekends. So it'll be nice to like warm up, like get our rehab done like in East area before we go over. And yeah, we have a tough weekend this weekend, but it's going to be good to start it off at home.
I think whenever you have home matches, there is a big advantage when you have your own facility. You know every crack in the court. You know everything about that court. You're familiar with it. When you go on the road, you're not familiar. We're trying to get ready in basically a couple hours to play the night before and get used to the courts, get used to the speed of the courts. So familiarity is a key. Charlotte's an up-and-coming program. They've done really well the last couple years. They've beaten some Power 5 schools. So, again, we put them on the schedule because we feel like they're an up-and-coming team and they can help us achieve the goals that we want to go to. And we always try to play Princeton every year. They're always, in and out of the NCAAs. They're one of the top teams in the Ivy League. So it's always good to play them, and they're close. And it's nice to play, sort of have a rivalry with a state that touches your state. So I think that's important.
Final month stretch until the harder schedule comes around. Of course, Big Ten play. First game against Ohio State will be March the 1st, I believe. So how's the preparation for that? Obviously, just because the schedule is going to get busy. And then also, after this weekend, you guys are kind of letting off with only playing usually one match or one meet per weekend. So how does that kind of factor into scheduling and just keep yourselves ready while peaking at the right time, as a lot of people would say about every single sport, basically?
You want to peak. I mean, you're your goals at the beginning of the year are finish. You know, we always talk about them as a team. You know, to finish in the upper tier of the Big Ten, make the NCAA championships, do well in the NCAAs. So, you know, you gear up for the Big Ten, and when you play, you know, the runner-up in the NCAAs, first round of the Big Ten, first match of the Big Ten, that's, you know, that's tough. But again, it's at our place. So, you know, were we undefeated last year at home?
Big Ten or at home?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think we were, Aaron.
Yeah.
Thanks. We were undefeated at home last year, which was, you know, that's what we try to do. I mean, again, I'm alluding back to that, you know, the having that home court advantage. I mean, we like that. We play well at home.
Yeah, we always play well at home. I think our preparation would be the same as well. Like, it's only going to get easier playing one match a weekend, like compared to 3 that we played 2 weekends ago. So, I mean, I think all the guys are in good shape now. Like, we've been working hard in fitness, and I think we'll be ready.
Coach, so if you were to just look at your team right now, would you say the strengths of it being whether it's experience, talent, and how would you just kind of describe the group you have right now?
Well, if I'm looking at my team right now, I look at we have a lot of juniors and seniors, and that's what you need. You need guys that have been through the wars. You know, we call them wars or battles. I mean, tennis it's a one-on-one sport. You're playing against the other opponent. I equate it a lot to boxing. You know, it's tough mentally, it's tough physically. So the older guys that have been through that, it's definitely beneficial. And then when you have the #1 doubles team in the country with Constant and Gabe, you know, that helps us because our doubles is so strong. You got Christian, who's ranked quite high in the country, individually, singles-wise. So, you know, I mean, you have to have those, you know, all that has to go together to have a successful team. So, and I feel we have all that. We don't have many young players, but the young players we do have are extremely talented. So we slowly try to incorporate them into it. You don't want to throw them in the fire right away, but these guys have been in the fire. So, you know, there's nothing they haven't seen. You know, crowds cheering against them, bad line calls, because unfortunately that happens. We don't have Hawkeye in college tennis, so but you know, all those things that they handle it, their composure is great. They represent Penn State so exemplary. It's couldn't be more proud of them. So, you know, I think we're in the right. You know, would I have liked to have won both last week? Of course. Am I realistic? Of course. We're going to battle every weekend. Our schedule's tough, so but that's the way I want it, and I think that's the way these guys want it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of more big picture look to the season. What are some goals and ambitions the team have starting to head into again the heart of the schedule with Big Ten play and just pushing for tournament appearances as well?
I'll let Christian answer that one. About
Yeah. Definitely make NCAAs, and I think do well in the Big Ten. I really like how the team looks at the start of the season so far. So like, I think we'll do well in the Big Ten. Hopefully, I think we just gotta like take it weekend by weekend and like match by match. And as long as we get all 6 guys to come out and like just compete the whole time, I think we'll do really well.
I agree with that. I think if we get all the guys to compete on a match by match basis, I think we'll be all right. I think everybody says that, but it's hard to have all 6 guys clicking. When we beat LSU, all 6 guys were clicking. You know, this weekend we had 3 of our 6 clicking, and they won the match. Christian was one of them. Our doubles was clicking. So, you know, that's the margins are so small, and all 6 guys have to be playing well. And you have to be free from injury. You have to be lucky a little bit, and you know, all those things go into a successful team and a successful program and a successful year. So, you know, that's what we're hoping for.
As for Big Ten, any particular teams that you guys have your eyes on, and of course beating, but then also like achieving to their levels, or just yeah.
Well, you look at it. the Big Ten is a really, really tough tennis conference. Sometimes I think it gets overlooked, but last year I think they made a statement with 4 teams being in the Sweet 16 and the Final 16. You had four teams from the Big Ten. So, we circle those. You look at Minnesota being in the Sweet 16, so we circle them. They're coming here. You look at Michigan, a Sweet 16 team. Well, boy, they're coming here for us. You look at Ohio State, runner-up, and they're number 2 in the nation right now. So, they're coming here. So, of course, we're going to circle that one. You look at Illinois, always a perennial top 10 team. So, you've got 4 really, really good teams, and those next 4 are really, really good too. So, the Big Ten is arguably could be the best tennis conference in the country. So, not many sports are going to have that many teams ranked in the top 25, and we do. So, that's great. Competitively, I mean, these guys know every match when they go out to the Big Ten. They're gonna have a battle on their hands, and I think Christian does a great job of that and battles hard and has had a great career so far. And going back to those goals again, I think, we have, we're always about team. That's our cheer when we talk. It's always about team. But when I also want these guys individually. I'd love for Christian to make individually the NCAA championships. So, I try to place him in situations that can help his ranking individually and at the end of the year.
Finally, first game at home this Friday, 4 p.m. Against Charlotte. So what are you guys, the players, the coaches, looking forward to, and any just things for the fans?
I think we're looking forward to just playing at home, for the first time this year. But yeah, it'll be nice to get our home courts. Obviously, we're used to them. We've been practicing on them every week, and just sleep in our own beds before the match, I guess, and then going back to the rehab, going to East area before, and getting our warm ups done, just exactly what we do every day. It'll just be we're playing a match this time, so yeah.
It'd be nice to have the fans cheering for you instead against you. So we've been kind of tired of hearing that the last couple of weeks. Constant, cheering against you. So, and LSU, they've got a pretty good fan base down there. And rowdy crowd. Harvard had a rowdy crowd, and you wouldn't think the Ivies do, but they do. So it'd be nice if our crowd got a little rowdy, and helped us, pulled us through, because a lot of matches come down to that 3-all deuce point. So tennis is truly a game of inches. So
Thanks, everyone.
thank you.